Hey, good morning. Welcome back. So I was going to try and do what I do on a daily basis. And the next morning of my haul, it is about 8:45, and I got up, took a shower. So I'm running a little bit late because usually I like to get down here at 8 and get things packed and shipped. I'm in my garage, and the light, I'll show you this light. That light right there, we bought that at Home Depot. We actually got it off Josh, Harry Tornado. He had it in his garage, and he had just a light bulb, and it was so dark in the garage. And so he got this light. It has LED, and has three heads on it. And he got it at Home Depot, and it's amazing. It lights up this whole room. If I was to put one light bulb, and it just screws into the socket. Just screws right in like a normal light bulb, but it's got three LED lights around, and you can move them around. It's motion censored, so hopefully it doesn't go off on me and then I have to take a step. But it just lights up the whole garage almost too much. It's amazing. So anyway, we're off to shipping. I already packed up a Macari. It is a Columbia, of course, a Columbia duck down vest. Really nice. It did have a flaw. It had a zipper, and then it had a hook and loop that goes like four of them down. And the very last one, it wasn't sewn in. It was almost like it was just ironed on. And anyway, it was missing one side of it. And I mentioned that in the description, and they still bought it for $22. Hopefully they read the description and the pictures. I pointed that out in the pictures. I do all of that. The next item that I have going out, I actually had quite a few sales this morning. I don't know, about 4 of them. And they haven't paid yet. Of course, this is Friday, so they're probably waiting until the weekend, right before Monday. But yeah, they haven't paid yet. And so if they get them paid, I'll ship them out this morning. So this is a Columbia core interchange, just the outer shell. I don't have the pictures right here yet, but I will get those. But it's just a hooded jacket. And if you don't know what interchange is, it's usually the jackets that have the shell, and then you can put in a fleece jacket inside of it. That's usually what it has, the clips that hold it in place. But this is just the shell. And usually sometimes I'll pick those up at the bins, and if the shell's in good shape but the fleece lining's not, I will take out the fleece lining and just sell the shell by itself. But this one went for $22.46 plus shipping, of course, and it's a men's large. And this is over 2 pounds. I mean, it's over a pound. So this will go into a padded flat rate is what I do it in. I've had the best luck with that, trying to squeeze it in instead of the regular envelope, the paper envelope. I haven't mastered that yet. I just squeeze it and put it into a platted flat rate. And if you don't know what those are, it's these. I can pretty much fit anything into these. It's amazing what I can shove into this. And it's just a 9.5 by 12.5. Yeah, but it's really nice. It's padded, and it's got this really great material for, you know, when it's crappy outside, weather being. And yeah, I can fit that in there. It goes for $8.50 anywhere, as long as it's, I think, 70 pounds. I don't know. Can't remember the whole thing on that one. The next thing is Eli Collection, Eli Cattleman shirt. It's pearl snap, and it is a short sleeve pearl snap, and it's a men's large. Large is the theme today, but it's a really nice shirt. Be great. It's kind of have the Western look to it. This will just go into a regular poly mailer, which I'm not sure if I can fit it into that one. Nope. So I'll fit it into this one. And you just fold it over, bag it, because that's under a pound. Don't have any problem with that. The next item, I've been getting some really great sizes, but this is an Oregon Ducks. I think we talked about that yesterday at the haul. But this is an Oregon Ducks short sleeve polyester. It's like an active polo, and it's really nice, but it's a 4X. This guy will be happy because this was in great condition. And it's got a patch, an embroidered patch. He's a cutie. I think his name's Duddles or Doodles. But that one went for $20. $20 even. I took an offer, I believe, on that one. And then the other item is Mountain Hardware. Another great outdoor brand, Mountain Hardware. Great condition. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. Got the inside. Don't have any, sweat on the band. It's a nice stretch. And that went for just $12. I believe I took an offer on this. I do a lot of offers because, I just want to get this in and out and going. But, and Kevin always gives me a hard time about that. But $12 for a hat, and I got it, and this is less than a pound. I got it at the bins. I probably got $1 less into it. So I'll take the $12. I also have a game. One sec. A board game, and this is brand new, and I haven't had the best luck with board games. Maybe I'm not buying the right board game, but I thought that said something else, but it's Shelf Quelf. I don't know. It's the unpredictable party game that gives you a new game every time. So I got that. Got this at the bins, but it's pretty heavy. So I'm gonna say it's probably about $3 because it's pretty close to 3 pounds going out. And that went for $25. I took an offer. I had it for $29 because that was the majority of them were going for about $29. But a lot of them sold for about $25 and up. So I feel good about that. And that's plus ship, and because that's just gonna go into a regular box. I get some boxes. You get boxes free from the United States Postal Service, and they have game boxes and other boxes that are yay high. This will probably fit really nicely into just a regular box. But yeah, so I'm happy with the sales. Nothing too shortchanged. Everything's right in the price range that I want to sell them at. So yeah, you got to be happy with that. So I'll bag these up and get them going. I would love to film you when I'm doing this, but for right now, I'm just going to bag them up because I got to concentrate. Don't want to make any mistakes on the shipping. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I got all the listing done. All the shipping done, excuse me. There was some issues. That's why I like to take my time and try not to film it because I want to make sure I get everything correct. So some of the things that I'll bring up is this is a huge box for a hat. It's a 6x6 by 12. I usually do a 7x7 by 6, I believe, for the hats. But we've been traveling and doing some other things, and I failed at ordering the boxes, but they're ordered. They'll be here in a couple of days. But this was still under the 8 ounces, so it went for the price I was asking for the shipping, for the flat rate. Now when I do the flat rate shipping, it can be give or take, and usually I'm within those bounds. So, because I'm on the West Coast, if something has to be shipped over to the East Coast, I kind of narrowed it in. So if it's less than 8 ounces, it's usually $4.99. If it's between 8 ounces and 12 ounces, it's $5.99. And anything from 12 ounces to a pound is $6.99. And usually it's within that frame. So this was still under the 8 ounces, and I was charging the $4.99. Squeezed it barely. This is the game. This is the game that I showed you earlier, and it was a lot because it was actually over 3 pounds. It was 3 pounds and I think like 3 ounces. It was $20 through United States Postal Service. This is going UPS because UPS ground, and it'll be the same time. And I have these little thank you. They're only 1-inch little stickers, but that is one of the touches that I do. It's just simple. You can get a lot of them. I don't know, thousands of them for like $7.99. But I just kind of I put that on the package itself, and then on the outer package, just a little say thank you. The other weird thing was the pearl snap. Now the pearl snaps, I sometimes take them out of the cello bag. Is that what you call it, cello bag? And I'll fold them inside. I'll fold them in so the buttons are on the inside being covered. But I didn't want to do that. And so I put some bubble wrap around it. And it still is under the weight that I was asking, so it didn't cost me any more to ship it, which was nice. So it's nice and padded. The pearl snaps, I just want to make sure that they don't get hit on some concrete or whatever. You know, they throw them. And so I don't want those snaps to get cracked, busted, or anything like that. The other thing was, did the hats. While I was having, and this was the coat. See, it's just packed into this bubble wrap flat rate, and it goes for $8.50. And this thing was heavy. This was almost 3 pounds. Stayed within the 3. But everything else goes into these nice little poly bags. I did get another sale while I was on there. It was just protective knee pads that I had in my inventory for a long time. It was weird because I'd never gotten any offers for them or any likers, so I'd never had to send offers for them. And someone just bought it flat out with no offers for $12.75. It's just a small, medium, but they are heavy duty knee pads, probably for someone who does flooring, I would assume. But they're really nice. That will come in handy for them. So yeah, that's all the shipping. And it seems like there's always something I gotta, twinge, unless it's clothing. I love clothing because you just put it in a poly bag, boop, it's out of here. But if I have to box something or, reshape a box, which I did with that game, I had to reshape it. I'm not a fan of the hard goods, just for the fact I gotta be creative with my shipping and packaging, and I've got to find boxes for them. Unless it came in a box, that would be great. But yeah, the hard goods, you've got to be creative with that. And then you either have to reshape the box that you're putting it in, or you're going to have to put a lot of padding in there so it doesn't roll around or make a lot of noise when it's being shipped. But yeah, that's my shipping, and I got it all within my means and didn't go over my weights, so that was great. Yeah, and these, I love these because these are just nice. These little, they're just 1 inch little, and you get like 5 of them. They come in different colors, and seriously, you get a lot. Look how big that roll is. And I get 5 of them for like $7.99. I can't remember, it's like thousands of them. And so I'll just put them on the inside package and on the outside package just to show my appreciation, a little something. And then when I'm at the bins, anything that I can add without too much money. So like over Christmas, right before Christmas, was actually before Thanksgiving, I found stickers that were Christmas theme. Like kid stickers you find at the dollar store, and it's a pamphlet of just a bunch of Christmas stickers. And so I got that. I mean, that probably cost me 30 cents. And it had like 500 stickers in there. And so I would put those on the outside of the packages. Just bring some fun and enjoyment when they get their package. Yeah, so now I'll be off to the postal to drop all this off. And then I will stop at my parents' house. It's a kind of a thing I do. When I owned a restaurant, my parents would come there for breakfast every morning, but now that I don't have the restaurant, I go to them every morning. It's just Monday through Friday when I do the shipping. On my way to shipping, stop by their house, have some hot cocoa for about a half hour, visit with them, because we had some exciting activities here in Hood River yesterday, so I'm going to catch up on the gossip on that. So yeah, thank you. I'll be back. All right, so I just got done doing all the shipping and taking it down to the post office and going to visit my parents, and now I am back at home getting ready to list before I do computer work. So what I was going to do was list and kind of show you guys the comps that I was going to be selling them at. But eBay is, should I say, glitching? I went to look for comps, do the search. They give you a list of what's listed, and then you put in what is sold, and there's nothing. It says I have nothing for searches. So I thought maybe it was the app on my phone. So then I went on my computer, and again, if I was a buyer just looking to buy something, I searched up, I was actually going to do the 49ers t-shirt. I put in Nike, San Francisco 49ers t-shirt. Click, I'm looking for the list of what is listed, and there's nothing. It says no search. And I thought, Nike, San Francisco 49ers, there's got to be some listings. There's nothing. And so I decided, okay, we'll just skip that. We'll try a different listing. I put in Columbia jacket, which always shows 1,000 listings of Columbia jackets. No, there's no searches, nothing. It wanted to get down to specifics. It wanted to know what size I was looking for, what color I was looking for. I just want to see everything that's listed in the Columbia jackets. There's nothing. So I thought, this is really weird, but eBay's always changing, and so I'll be patient with them. Maybe they're doing something on their end, but that doesn't stop me from listing. So, and I thought, oh my God, maybe it's just my account. You ever have that feeling that it's just you? So I went to help, and you can put in your phone number and they call you back. And usually they call me back in like seconds. It'll say a 1 minute wait, and then I hang up and they call me right back. Well, this time I put contact me back, put all my information in, and it said 7 minute wait, then an 8 minute wait, and they still haven't called me back. So I got a feeling that eBay's doing something on their end, and so I will just be patient. What else can I do? So what I'm going to do is try to go through these. So today I always list 10 items. I try to list the majority of the time, 90% of the time, I list 10 items a day, unless I'm really off. So like last night, I was up until 10 o'clock listing my 10 items. So today we're going to be listing the San Francisco 49ers t-shirt, the Nike NFL team apparel, and I'll list that starting at $19.99. And these are items out of my haul that I did yesterday that I think will sell fast and sell for the most money, the best return. And this is the Amazon pants. I'll put those on there. I think I was going to start it off at $29.99. And then what else do I have here? Oh, I wear contacts. Sometimes they mess up. The recovery compression girdle, I've seen that used on there. See, that's the other thing. I kind of like to know what to use in my title, so that's why it's important that eBay, you got to get that going. But this went for 30 to 60, and I was going to go about 45 because I want it to sell. The other one was the Hydro Flask water bottle that I was going to start at $29.99. And then the Volcom hoodie, which I'll start probably about 27. The backpack. In the video, I think these were selling, and I wish I had my notes. I'm gonna start this at 45 because I think people were listing them about 60, but I think 3 or 4 of them sold for 45, if I remember right. And I got this on a weird stand, so I'm sorry it's vibrating like that, but I'm not changing it. And then this beanie hat, if you remember, it's the Landmark Project with the Yosemite. That went really good. Last one sold for $22. So hey, if I can get $22 for a beanie, I'm taking it. We got the Black & Decker grass shear replacement blades, and I can't believe there's a shear that cuts grass, because you would think you have a lawnmower for that. So I don't know, you guys can explain that to me. But that's gonna go really easy. I have a scale. These don't feel very heavy, so, but I'll probably flap it in with a cardboard and put it in a poly mailer. And then this, I was gonna wait until next year, but I think I'm gonna get this up and going. This is the Mickey Mouse polka dot jacket. It's just too cute to just keep in storage. And then the last item, it is the Eddie Bauer shopping cart and high chair cover. I'm going to list that because it's brand new. This will be the easy thing to list. I love things that are new. Very easy. And there's pros and cons. When it comes to shipping, hard goods are not my favorite because, like I said, you got to find a box, you got to find a bag, you got to be able to, you might have to resize a box. With clothes, you just put in a poly mailer and out it goes. But when it comes to listing it, hard goods are much faster than clothing because with clothing, you got to make sure you get all the wrinkles out. You got to make sure there's no stains, that it's clean. And then that's eBay. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. So I just got done off the phone with eBay. I always get the nicest service from them. But anyway, it was a very nice lady. She said she didn't see anything wrong, but she said, let me put you on hold for a couple of minutes because I want to make sure it wasn't my account. I just can't get anything. And I've tried it on my phone. I've tried it on my desktop and I've tried it on my laptop and I wasn't able to get any searches, no results for anything that I put in. Columbia jacket, Nike t-shirts. So I knew it had to be a glitch on their end. But yeah, she confirmed it. She says, yeah, the technical people are on it. They're getting it worked out. So I'll be patient, but that won't stop me from listing. So I think the last thing we were on was the shopping cart seat cover, and that'll be easy. And like I was saying, hard goods are easy to list. It's just front, back, all the little things done. You're done. With clothing, you really got to lay them flat. You have to take measurements. You got to put in a lot more details and take tons of pictures for the details, pictures of the flaws. It's a little bit time consuming, but shipping, they're a breeze to do. So let me get these listed, get them up and going. That should take me, I'm a very slow lister because I like to be very precise. I'm still trying to build my speed. So it's 11:16. It should take me about an hour. We'll see how it goes. All right. Hi. So I just got done listing all my items, and of course there was some snack foods, but it took me about just a little over an hour to do 10 items. I'm trying to get better at it, but I'm just so picky. I'm just a little bit over trying to make sure I get everything just right. I need to just fly through this a little bit faster. But some of the things that I need to mention is on the Volcom pullover hoodie that I listed. I looked at the comps because I was double checking, because when you're listing, you put your pictures, your title, the category, then all your specifics, and then when it comes to setting the price, you can look at what the trending price was, and they had the trending price at like a couple of $5 bids, and then a couple of $13, $15, and I was like, I know they go for more than that. So I went ahead and looked up the item, and of course there's tons of them listed for about $24, $20 to $24. Some of the all graphics or the all print hoodies went for a lot. There was one with Volcom sponsored or put in with a skateboarder. I can't think of his name right now, but Ryan, and his went for $300 sold. So my advice is, when you look at that and it says trending price, I kind of look at it to see if I'm in the right area, but they don't always give you the best, and a lot of them go like that. Volcom went, a lot of them were priced at about $24, and a lot of them sold between $20 and $24. So I think I had mine at 22, something around there, kind of in the mid. But yeah, that's kind of my advice. Don't look at the trending always, because you got to think that we're in 90 days. Even though hoodies, everybody wears them in the wintertime, I'm not quite sure why they did them so low. That was kind of confusing to me. And then the other thing is, as I was going through the Marina Recovery shorts bib, that had a pretty good price. It had one tiny little flaw on the back side, because on the back side where the material, and it has a stretchy material in there, and so there was a small tiny hole, but it was right near the where the hem was. So I don't think it was going to go any further, but I had to post that in there. So I dropped the price pretty dramatically on that, because I think the comps for used were going anywhere from 30 to 50. I went about 20 on mine, the low end of it, just because of that flaw. And I pointed that out, and I took pictures of it, mentioned in the description. And so hopefully I can get a good price. Like I said, and that's, that was way under. It was only like 4 ounces. About 6 ounces. So, that only cost me like 75 cents at the bins. And so if I can get $15 for it, hey, I'll take it. And then there was a couple of other things I can't think of right off the top of my head, but there was really no damage to a lot of the items. They came out nice. And so I'm just so particular about getting the lay just right, make sure I get all the wrinkles out, make sure that I'm double checking, making sure there's no spots, make sure I get it in the description, make sure I take the pictures of any flaws, because I really hate returns. So if they're going to return something, it's because it didn't fit, which is fine by me. If you want to return it because it doesn't fit, that's fine, but I do not want a not as described and get a defect on my account. So I try to point out everything. And so I think I had a couple of those at the very, very beginning, but now the majority of returns, and honestly, I don't get that many returns, is for sizes. When I list clothing, I try to keep, I have a routine. So I get a picture of the front, get a picture of the back, I get a picture of the pit to pit, a picture from the neck to the bottom of the hem, and then I take a picture of the size and the brand, and then I take a picture of the material tag. And then after that, I just click pictures of all the graphics, any flaws, and that sort of thing. So it's the same thing every time, so I don't mess up. I gotta keep it structured. But other than that, it took me about an hour, just a little over an hour to do it, which I'm fine, because I did take my time and there was some mess ups and I had to look them things up, and then my phone was starting to die. I had to go find a battery pack. Nothing ever goes smooth. So that is listing. The next thing I have to do is eat lunch, which I'm going to break for lunch. It's just a little after 1. And so I will get some food in, and then my next thing is computer, which that is the best part. I love working on the computer, and I have a long day today because I have to do my regular, I go through and I do a lot of stuff on the computer, especially with eBay. I end items that are going to be ending within the next 24 hours, end them and sell similar. And then I cross post to my other platforms, and then I go through the task list to make sure that I've answered all the emails, make sure that I've sent all offers, make sure I read up on all the updates. And there was an update on the winter seller in the seller hub. The prices did go up, which is fine. Everything goes up. Make sure that if I have any returns, make sure I'm keeping up with my ranking, make sure I don't have any defects, make sure nothing's coming, no surprises. So I go through a lot of that. And then I go through my other platforms on Poshmark, and I will they have and sell similar with one of the VAs that I have. And so I do that. And then I do send offers in Poshmark, which is nice. And then I share more than usual throughout the day. And then on Mercari, you can promote your items so they go back to the top, and you get 10 of those a day. So you don't sell similar on Mercari, but I promote, which is basically just drop the price or yeah, drop the price by $1, I think it is, and then it sends it to the top. And then if I don't like what it's going to be promoted at, then I'll end it and relist it. And then you can promote your items, which is like sending offers to likers. Make sure I get all those. So that way I'm active on all the platforms and I'm doing everything that I can to get sales. So, and that'll take me, well, I really like to do that, so it'll take me a while. And then the other thing is the end of the month. And so I have to balance all my platforms in my checkbook, get all and reconcile, if you still ever do that, reconcile, because I'm a corporation, I'm an S Corp, so I do all that, and then depending on how the sales went, I need to pay myself, get myself, and then do the bills. So yeah, it's a lot of book work on that end, which takes me a long time because I'm very thorough on that. But yeah, that'll be my day, and I will see you next time.